If you contain multitudes, then this is the video for you. Here are 19 reasons to watch The Life of Chuck. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Dave Musson, and this is a place where I talk to you about all things Stephen King. I also have a book club where I recommend horror books not written by Stephen King that I think you'll enjoy. You can check that out up there. And sometimes I talk about horror movies in my Silver Scream section. But this video is a Stephen King one, and we are back on the trail to cover 19 reasons to watch all of the Stephen King movies and adaptations. And we are up to 2025, which was a bumper year. In this video, we're covering The Life of Chuck, which was Mike Flanagan's adaptation of the novella of the same name, which was captured, collected, whatever you want to say, in If It Bleeds. And, well, there's plenty to talk about in this one. This one stars Tom Hiddleston, Mark Hammill, Matthew Lillard, among many other people. It's got dancing, it's a story told in reverse, it's interesting, it's clever. And I've got 19 reasons for you to watch it. Now, as ever with these particular videos, there might be spoilers ahead, but I will sort of preface them. Is that how you say it? Preface? I will give you a spoiler alert before I get to them. Come on, think. So you can dodge it if you need to. You can just skip ahead to the outro at that point if you haven't watched the movie yet. Now, if you want to watch it, it's on Hulu and Prime in the US. And here in the UK, it's on Prime and Netflix. It's probably on a bunch of other places as well. Do some digging, I'm sure you'll find it. But for now, the groove has arrived. Thanks for 39 great years, but stick around for another 10 minutes or so, because here are 19 reasons to watch The Life of Chuck. So what's the headline reason to watch this? Well, quite simply that it's a really, really good film. Whether you're a Stephen King fan or not, although if you're not a Stephen King fan and you're watching this, I mean, hi, you're welcome, but kind of, why are you here? Anyway, it is a really good film. Being a Mike Flanagan film, it is very faithful to the story, but it's a great story. So, like, why not? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And it just works. One of those ones that people would say, can't be made into a film, and Mike Flanagan went, yes it can, just watch. I really enjoyed Act 3, which we get first. It was bleak and unsettling and just what I wanted. Act 2, the middle one, gives us the dancing and the joy and the love of life. And Act 1 gives us all of the backstory and really cleverly pulls everything together. Obviously being the first act of the story, but the last act we see on film. We start to understand a lot of the language choices, a lot of the phrases that are coming up time and time again. We understand where these characters are coming from. And the subtle changes that Flanagan makes just really work and help pull off this film. And overall, it's just this wonderful piece of sort of fantastical drama that is thoroughly captivating and a really enjoyable watch. Whether you've read the story or not, whether you're into King or not, it's not horror, although it has some unsettling and pretty horrific moments. It just is a great story about a life. Now, that's not to say that it isn't overly saccharine. Mike Flanagan has sort of developed a reputation for trying to tug on your heartstrings a bit too much, the sort of hug me horror type stuff. And if you think that about him, this movie won't change your opinion on that. And yeah, there are points where it's clearly going really hard to try and make you cry, and trying so hard that it just completely misses the mark. But it's still worth watching. So the plot of this one is very much the same as the novella. It's the story of a man called Chuck. It's told in reverse, and it's a story about life and about love and about what dies with us when we shuffle off this mortal coil. It's not just us that dies, it's everything connected to us, I guess, or all the worlds that we've built inside us. It's a really good story. And like I said already, it kind of probably shouldn't work as a film, but it does. At least in the hands of Mike Flanagan, it does. Now, this was actually first optioned by Darren Aronofsky back in 2020, and that would have been, I mean, all kinds of depressing and bleak. But then it eventually switched over to Flanagan in 2023, and typical Mike Flanagan style, he got in, got it done, and finished like in the same year. Now, the film premiered at the prestigious Toronto International Film Festival in 2024, and it actually won the People's Choice Award there. But the Oscar nominations that, let's be honest, it's clearly going for, were not forthcoming, sadly. Now, I can imagine this movie might be polarizing. I think objectively, it's a really well-made film and a very captivating, as I've already said, a very captivating story. But I can also see people who would look at it and just write it off as one big old piece of fluffy nonsense. And it's kind of reflected in some of the big critical responses to it. So the Boston Globe, USA Today and Washington Post all called it their best movie of 2025, while Variety called it the worst movie of 2025. I mean, for me, it's neither best nor worst. It's just like a good, above average, solid drama with some really exceptional moments. But hey, I can see if people might just look at it and go, huh? So let's take a look at some of the cast in this one, and we'll start with the guy on the poster, Tom Hiddleston. Like, yes, that man can dance. He can dance really good. And his chemistry with Annalise Basso and the Pocket Queen in the busking scene is undeniable. It really works. As for his remaining contributions in the film, meh. I mean, he's that kind of actor, isn't he? Like, take out the dancing and what's he got? He's just another bland, posh, white dude from England. Mark Hamill and Mia Sara as Chuck's grandparents I thought were excellent. Chiwetel Ejiofor as the teacher in the opening sequence, really enjoyed his contributions. And David Dalmatian's small but funny and heartbreaking scene was terrific as well. Oh, and let's not forget Freddie's final girl, Heather Langenkamp, making a little cameo. Very good. We also get some quite flamboyant narration from Nick Offerman throughout this movie, which is fine. For my personal preference, I found a bit over the top. And I actually have an alternative narrator in mind. Who's that, you say? Stephen King, of course. He would have been perfect. Now, Jacob Tremblay as 17-year-old Chuck is pretty good, but it's Benjamin Pajak as 11-year-old Chuck who steals the show for me. He is wonderful. Just great chemistry with everyone he's involved with, great dancing, and just thoroughly endearing and likeable as this young version of Chuck. Oh, and let's not also forget that brilliant turn from Matthew Lillard where he shows us yet again, as he does in everything he's in, that he is just brilliant. Now, lastly, before spoilers, overall I'm pretty happy with this film. One thing I would say is that somebody somewhere needs to show Mike Flanagan what Yorkshire looks like.
Make 350 dead in North Yorkshire.
Okay, from this point onwards, I'm going to be picking out some of my favourite scenes from the movie and stuff that might spoil a first-time watch. So consider this your spoiler alert and skip ahead to the outro using the timestamp below if you need to. Otherwise, stick around because I've got a few more reasons for you to watch The Life of Chuck coming right up. Okay, let's just go straight into some of my favourite scenes. Now, the street dancing scene, I mean, most of it grates against me and I find it pretty cheesy, despite how good the dancing actually is. But I'm only human. I'm going to admit that the moment when the groove arrives, which is kind of, what everyone else in my band says when I walk into the practice room, but when the groove arrives, that is good.
And for the first time today, Taylor feels a spark and begins to whack the cowbell on the downbeat. It's pretty cool. The groove has arrived, and the groove is like a road you want to follow.
Now, young Chuck going to his dance club at school and just already knowing all the moves, I really enjoyed that scene as well, partly because the actor's so sweet and because he's such a good dancer, but also, as pure selfish note, that is a future vision of my eldest son. He loves dancing, and I can see him rocking up to a school dance club and just being like, yeah, I can do all of those.
Waltz!
Chuck knew it.
Cha-cha.
Chuck knew it.
Swing! Triple step, rock step, triple step.
Chuck
triple
knew
step,
it.
Rock step, triple step, rock step. Samba. Don't know that one.
Now, let's get to some of the creepy moments. How creepy was it? That scene in the hospital in Act 3, where all of the monitors that are not hooked up to anyone are all beeping in sync with each other. Like a really striking visual and audio moment that just kind of makes you tingle and shiver.
I don't know, Phil. I don't know. I mean, I might want to get out of here. I might want to go home. I don't think I need to be here anymore.
However, my favourite moment of the movie, my favourite scene, it's kind of two halves to it, in Act 3 again. The moment where the lights go off and all of the Chucks appear at the windows in the houses, I just find that disturbing. And then couple that with the stars just switching off, just really, really powerful. But those Chucks in the window, all kinds of creepy. That's my favourite line. It's Matthew Lillard giving one heck of a captivating and just sad end of the world monologue. Like, delivered in his style that is like, yeah, we're having fun and we're laughing here, but actually we're also crying.
I mean, I think even the right-wing nut jobs were secretly, they got it. But this just 60 different varieties of shit. It's just so much shit. It happened fast. It's like a year, man. 14 months.
Okay, now when it comes to links and connections to other Stephen King adaptations, there's a big list, so I'm going to pull it up. I'm going to read from you direct. So Mike Flanagan obviously also directed Gerald's Game and Dr. Sleep, and he's working on new adaptations of Carrie and the Mist, which we need like a hole in the head, but whatever. Jacob Tremblay was in Dr. Sleep. Carl Lumbly was in Dr. Sleep. Carla Gugino was in Gerald's Game. Kate Siegel was in Gerald's Game. Mark Hamill is in The Long Walk. David Dasmalchian is in The Boogeyman. Matthew Lillard is going to be in the new Carrie series. And as for those Easter eggs that I always have a look for in King movies, there's loads of 19s, obviously. And also, you probably saw it, the red and white car stuck in traffic is obviously meant to be Christine. And frankly, filmmakers need to come up with a better visual Easter egg for Stephen King stuff now, because seeing a red and white Plymouth Fury is just boring. So overall, whether it's the way the narrative unfolds and comes together, the performances here, or even the dancing, which I loved and hated in equal measure, I can't help but deny this was an engrossing, engaging, and I've said it lots of times already, but I'm going to say it again, captivating story that I paid full attention to for its entire runtime, both times I've watched it. Like, wholly decent with some moments of true excellence. And only makes me think even harder that I wish Flanagan's upcoming King adaptations were stuff that hadn't been done before and not just remakes of stuff we've already seen. But I suppose if that's what he needs to tick off to do the more interesting stuff under his new deal with Amazon, then we're just going to have to take it. But he's so good at the original stuff. I really hope we don't have to wait too much longer for more of it.
Latte for Chuck.
So there we go, 19 reasons to watch The Life of Chuck. Have you watched The Life of Chuck? Are you a fan of this one? Do let me know what you think of it in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And yeah, where does it rank in the Mike Flanagan adaptations for you? For me, it's probably third behind Gerald's Game and Dr. Sleep, but still pretty good. And those other two are really good. So that's no shade on him. If you've made it this far, I'm going to throw a few quick plugs at you. Everything I want to plug is linked down below, but they are my own collection of short stories, Once More Around the Sun. I'll put that cover up there as well. You can get all of my books as ebooks for free now, actually. There's a link in the description. Just leave me a review and a rating once you've read them. That's all I ask. You don't need to pay me. It's fine. I've got a Stephen King trivia book. It doesn't have a quiz on The Life of Chuck in because I wrote that before this film came out. Another sign, perhaps, that I should do an updated version. I've got a range of Stephen King themed band shirts, and if you like what I'm doing, you can become a member of this channel, support me directly, become a constant viewer, all of that stuff. If none of that works for you, fine, no problem. Just watching these videos makes a difference. Subscribe if you haven't done so already so you don't miss any future videos, and tell a friend if you're already subscribed, get them involved as well, because that's just more fun that way, right? Anyway, we're nearly done on the 19 reasons to watch, at least for now. I'm going to be saving them for one a month because otherwise we'll just burn through them too quickly. So we'll be back next month with another one of these, and I'll be back soon with more Stephen King stuff. So take care and keep dancing.